the greatest wrestling match ever.
Charlotte Flair!
It's basically Nitro.
Hey, the King Alliance!
2K! Main event Dewdrop.
You beat Okada.
Or Dave.
Perk Angle!
So when are we starting this podcast?
Two Marks Pod.
Alright, we're live, pal.
From the ECW, my name is Paul A. Dangerously, and in case you haven't been following what's going on here, let me just bring you up to date here at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, right here tonight in Philadelphia on Sports Channel.
Richard.
2 weeks. Anderson interjected himself into the business of Bobby Eaton and Sabu with me, Paul A. Dangerously, and then Terry Funk has come out here and offered all of his services. He offered his knee, offered his shoulders, offered his neck, offered his head to Bobby Eaton. And the thing is, I just want to let everybody know out there right now that we're going to call Terry Funk at the Double Cross Ranch right now and arrange a date for Terry Funk's daughter with Bobby Eaton, because we all kind of know how ugly his daughters are, and they kind of look just like the old man, and they probably talk like this. And Bobby, let me tell you one thing, something. Listen here, thoroughbred. Don't you ever make a sniper of either one of my daughters. Do you understand me or not? Okay, just do you understand me or not? I'm just kidding. Do you understand me or not? I'm not scrapping around with you. You mention my damn daughters in the same breath. You leave them out of this. My family has nothing to do with this. Okay. You understand me? Listen. You damn sure better. Major point.
That wasn't really funny, but there you go. That's a look into the future of ECW in '94.
That was pretty good. I mean, anything with Paulie is like immediately like a fucking at least an 8 out of 10. You know what I mean?
And Terry Funk.
Oh, the funk! What the fuck voice was that? I don't know.
That was like Paul Bearer doing Terry Funk, I think.
Oh, your mother was an egg-sucking whore.
I'm Chainsaw Charlie.
I'm gonna fucking come out of a box because it gets you over, right?
Hey, comes out of a box. He's
holy
over.
shit.
Anyway,
let's get this fucking modern shit out of the way so we can watch ECW. Okada's a free agent.
Yeah.
Okada's a free agent. That's pretty fucking cool. Where do you think he's gonna go?
Hopefully to America somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think the safest bet is like AEW, right? But like, I actually hope he goes to WWE because that to me is like more interesting.
Oh yeah.
It's unexpected.
Seth Rollins could be good, actually.
Yeah, I mean, he already has like WrestleMania matchups set up for him against AJ and Finn Balor. Just anyone with New Japan history. Shinsuke? Holy fuck.
Yeah, but bro, Rollins and Okada just trading ripcords, trying to do their finishes.
Oh, dude, that'd be incredible. And every time they do it, you just yell, Ripcord!
Yeah, I need to start watching some OVW and see what that dude actually does, because like I reference him all the time now.
Oh yeah. The veteran Jack Vaughn? I think that's his name. Yeah, he's cool. Yep.
I need to watch his work.
Let's see here. Other news. Brian Keith signed by AEW. Have you seen Brian Keith at all?
Not really.
He's like a bounty hunter dude type. He wears like a poncho and a cowboy hat to the ring. He has like a mouthpiece. He looks fucking cool. And from what little bit I have seen from him, I really like him. I think he's actually from Booker T's school. So let's hope that leads to good things. A lot of people wanted him and Hangman and Bandito to be in like a Western bounty hunter type stable. I'm kind of into it.
Nice. And then you asked me to write notes for TNA Impact because I watched that, and I said, no way, pal. But all you need to know is that Bruv and Canada Weapon Man killed each other, and it was awesome.
It was awesome.
And if you're not watching TNA, you should watch frickin' TNA.
You should.
And I'm talking to you because I've told you like 6 times to watch TNA.
I watched that match. I told you I did. I watched it the whole thing.
The whole show. Support TNA.
I watched the Dolph Ziggler, the Nick Nemeth promo, the Wanted Man. I didn't even do that on purpose. I swear. I'm not doing anything.
Fair enough.
I watched a chunky SmackDown. Let's see here. Before we get to SmackDown, apparently this might have happened not so recently, but I just heard about it. Nancy Benoit / woman received a PWI Lifetime Achievement Award, and
Oh
that's
yeah, who'd she beat?
fuck you, man. That's probably
I
the
that was probably in bad taste, but still,
probably
someone's pissed right now. I'm sure that I made a joke out of.
I'm trying to fucking
That's how
be
you.
positive. That's why it's in the notes, because it's supposed to make you feel good, and you have to go here being an
I
asshole.
mean,
I
yeah,
should just
yeah.
turn
I
this fucking
mean,
thing off right now. Uh,
oof. Some
anyways,
people grieve in different ways. I guess you could say.
that's
I don't
fair.
know.
That's actually valid. Actually valid.
'Cause that's kind of how I do when it's like people I know too. So you know.
But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. It might be the closest thing to getting into the Hall of Fame that she'll get. So, anyway,
Unfortunately for her, you're probably right. So
so moving on to
yeah.
SmackDown. It's not really a great way to transition, but some notes from SmackDown. Butch is Pete Dunne again, officially. Has his old music
Yeah.
back and his gear and everything.
Who'd he ever beat?
Uh, Walter? No, he lost
Who?
to Walter Gunther. Sorry. Or I don't know. Anyway, I'm glad Pete Dunne's back, but I was also starting to get
Yeah,
used to
no.
Butch.
Yeah.
Um,
True.
so they did the contract signing for the 4-way match at the Rumble for the title, between Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton. Except Randy Orton didn't show, and Paul Heyman was like threatening that he wouldn't sign the contract, and it was like this whole thing. And then obviously that broke down. Um, obviously, what do you think about contract signings always breaking down?
They do. They always break down, and it's a thing. It's kind of like wrestling weddings. You know it's going to end in one way, but you watch it anyway, waiting for it to happen. So it's fine. I mean, it's whatever. It's a contract signing. It served its purpose. So
All right. Moving on, we got Logan Paul and Kevin Owens. They did a promo with each other, on each other. I don't know how you want to say that. Um, I only saw clips, for the record, of most of the things we're going to talk about here about modern stuff. And from my understanding, Kevin Owens actually brought up some pretty stiff stuff in his promo, maybe mentioning the a certain forest in Logan's past that we don't talk about anymore. Um, among other
oh,
things.
he mentioned that.
Apparently, I didn't see him mention it slash hear him mention it. The clip that I saw didn't have that in there, which almost makes me think that it didn't get okayed or something. Maybe, I don't know. But I
Huh.
heard that he mentioned that.
He mentioned. I have to look
That's
this up now.
crazy,
You
right?
can.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
are you looking it up right now?
Oh yeah, I gotta find out now.
Right. And then at the end of the promo, because I guess Kevin has like a shoot hurt or not shoot, but like I don't know if it's he has a injured hand, and he's like, I'm gonna have this brace off at the Royal Rumble when I wrestle you, and then he's like, you know what? Just to prove it, I'm gonna take it off right now. And then as he goes to take it off, Logan Paul hits the one lucky punch, and Kevin goes down just for a second, and then he sells back up to the ropes, like he's like, you can't beat me with that fucking move. And then Logan Paul proceeds to beat the shit out of him and attack his injured hand because he took his brace off.
Damn.
Yeah, you got anything on that promo?
So I seen something that said that Owens, where'd it go? Said there's a lot that he can't talk about him and he knows why. That's all it was. Good enough. Because if you know, you know, and if you don't, you're just like, okay, whatever.
Well, apparently the Forest thing is literally the reason The Rock won't associate with him anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I guess The Rock's like his hero, and they were actually pretty close for a second. But then, like
Yeah.
the backlash of the all that stuff, like fuck that up. Where like The Rock was like, "Hey,
I mean,
I don't want your bad press rubbing off on me," basically.
The Rock does know how to protect his brand, I guess. Good for him.
Yeah, I guess so. Then they did a LA Knight versus AJ Styles match, and Bloodline stuff happened because of course it did. Jimmy like starts to come out, but then gets chased off, and then Solo jumps over the barricade and does Solo things, and I think it was a DQ. Hold on. Yeah, it just says Bloodline interferes in my notes, so I think it was a DQ. And then the main event was Randy Orton versus Solo. Jimmy tried to interfere again, but AJ and LA Knight stop him. Solo tries to do the spike, but he gets RKO'd for the win. Some people are already talking about Randy Orton burying Solo because it wasn't like, he didn't kick out of the fucking RKO, and there wasn't 20 finishers. Like he did, legitimately like 18 Samoan spikes to beat John Cena. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think he's fine, but it was like he kind of J-Broned him a little bit. Post match, fucking Randy hits RKO's on everyone: LA Knight, AJ Styles, whatever. Roman appears, hits the Superman punch on Randy, signs the contract. He sets up for the spear, but runs into an RKO. Randy just fucking absolutely killing everybody. That was SmackDown.
Mean, he's Randy Orton, brother.
He is Randy Orton, brother. I mean, my understanding is that half the reason they're doing a 4-way is because they didn't want to pin Randy clean. So that means someone's taking the pin. Yeah.
Right. He probably is, though. Like, that's, yeah. Because he already had the one-on-one, and yeah, he probably, LA Knight's taking the pin.
Most likely. I only have a little bit of notes for Rampage. They did Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin, and I was kind of actually excited about that. I thought about even watching the show. And then I think Darby won, and then Jeff Hardy teased going heel at the end of the match. He goes in for like the handshake, and then fakes out and rolls out of the ring.
Not Jeff Hardy.
I mean, he hasn't been a heel since like 10 years ago in TNA. Here comes TNA again.
You should just watch TNA, brother.
Watch TNA, brother. Me personally, apparently.
Are you gonna talk about when he smoked the cigarette on TNA or whatever?
Dude, that was good heel shit. I don't give a fuck what anyone
if he
says.
does that stuff, it might be good, yeah.
Heel Jeff Hardy in TNA was fucking gold. Besides fucking Victory Road, where he ate shit and did dumb shit.
Well,
besides that moment and like him in his personal life going downhill, creatively, heel Jeff Hardy was like 90% good.
Yeah. The belt was ugly as crap.
The belt was ugly as sin, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But I thought that most of his heel stuff was good. I thought him smoking to the ring, as much as like as a straight edge kid, I hate that shit. But it was good heel shit for me. You know what I mean? So if we do even half of that stuff, I'm down for it, and it'll be honestly better than whatever the Hardys are doing right now.
Yeah.
Moving on.
That's true. I have no idea what the Hardys are doing. So
run through Collision really fast here. John Moxley beats Shane Taylor. It was a really hard-hitting match. They did some really sick-looking clotheslines. Mox wins with the Bulldog choke in like 10 to 15. Some people were talking about why is Moxley doing this long competitive match with this guy who... I know Shane Taylor's like a top guy in like Ring of Honor and on the Indies. And I don't really necessarily have an issue with that. But I do think that... sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I do think that that's kind of like their forte, where they'll just do really long competitive matches because that's their idea of doing like quote unquote sports based wrestling, I guess. I don't know. After the match, he cuts a promo basically calling out the locker room and says everybody needs to get out of his way and keep the fuck up. And he even like mentions even like his own crewmates in it. So maybe he's gonna split from the BCC. How do you feel about that potentially?
About who was it now?
Moxley.
Taylor?
Moxley.
Moxley's gonna split to the BCC? Oh, he's gonna get away from the BCC.
He said,
okay, I see
so
what you
in it, at the end of his promo, he was basically like, I'm so hungry, I'm unbelievably hungry, and fucking, and everyone needs to like step up or get out of the way, whether you're fucking so and so or you're my crew, you're my teammates or whatever. You guys need to keep the fuck up, and that was like his promo.
Damn. I don't know. I don't watch that show, so he's hungry though.
Yeah, maybe he should
Maybe someone should feed him more.
feed him some. Oh, brother! Oh my god! If that actually led to a Ryback debut, I would lose my fucking mind. The Ryback on Dynamite? Oh my god!
If the Ryback showed up on Dynamite, me and my friend Mark, we would stop watching.
I think me and my friend Mark, me and my friend Mark might start watching actually. For full transparency, this rundown and the last show's rundown of like modern stuff, I pretty much just watched clips of everything. Schedule wise, it's hard for me to watch stuff live. I know a lot of people just watch clips, and I totally understand why now. I was able to, like, in a 20-minute video, get all the main points from Raw, and if you watch it on fast motion, it's even easier to fucking intake everything. So honestly,
Twitter has spoiled us.
Yeah, a little bit. And it's not like I don't want to sit down and like, okay, no, I don't want to sit down and watch a 3-hour Raw. But like for me, it's literally like my job doesn't allow me to. And this actually leads into a discussion that I wanted to have, and I kind of have a bit of a rant about it. I don't understand why we, as a wrestling community and people who produce wrestling, do not. I don't understand why we're not at the point where all wrestling shows are simulcasted and also up for replay immediately. I'm 28. How old are you?
29.
I'm not trying to exclude like older fans when I say this, but I haven't had cable since I left the house when I turned 18.
Yeah, same.
So we've both kept up with wrestling for 10 plus years now, just through the internet. And I would be watching these shows weekly, in full if they were on streaming services. And that's like obviously the future and where things are going. And this is kind of relevant because of the rumors that came up a few weeks ago about Raw potentially going to Amazon, which I hope they do, to go on to Amazon Prime, because like these shows need to be on streaming services, because like no one my age or younger that I know has cable or pays for cable. That's like just not a thing that we do anymore. And like making sure that you have cable television is honestly a thing for older viewers. And people talk, and like I know now we're talking about how wrestling is starting to get popular again, and that's great. But forever people are, less people watch wrestling now than they ever have, or less people watch wrestling now than they did in the Attitude Era or whatever. Okay, but when you go on social, you see that WWE has like 80 million fucking followers. Okay, so like 10 million people watched Raw in the 90s, right? Okay, 80 million people are keeping up with Raw now, and they couldn't keep up with it then. So I think in some ways more people are interested in watching wrestling now than there ever have before, and they just need more ways to do it. And they
just need more meat on the bone too.
Yeah,
honestly.
Sure. But my main point is that we need to get onto streaming services more.
I keep up with like what's going on in AEW, but I haven't watched in a while.
Same. I used to be I couldn't tell you the last time I sat down and watched a full Dynamite, or Collision or any of that. And at one point I was a really proud, happy viewer, and I watched every week. I wasn't watching much of anything else, but I made sure that I watched Dynamite because I cared about them. I wanted them to succeed because I wanted there to be an alternative. I paid for all their pay-per-views for a long time. I made sure to pay and watch All In live when it happened. Like I kind of felt like I was in like a little bit in the groundswell of it all. However you want, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. You felt like you were a part of something. even though you're just a guy watching a
Yeah,
show.
I wanted it to succeed really badly. And at the time, I was really disenfranchised with the WWE product. Obviously, that's turned around a ton. Where like the WWE product has fucking been ecstatic for a couple of years now. Which could kind of lead into a discussion about the bloodline, but I don't want to fucking sit here all day and talk about modern stuff. Anyway, back to Collision. Did you have some more you wanted to say about streaming services and whatnot?
Not really. I mean, there was like that 3 months where I paid for Sling, but then it got an increase in the price, and I just didn't give a
Yeah.
crap to pay that anymore to watch like 2 shows. That's the real problem. People would pay for cable to watch wrestling, but it's like, do I want to pay,
Do I want to pay a
you
full
know,
cable price just because I want to watch two channels for
because I want to
wrestling?
watch, yeah, 2 shows in a week? Like, no. I don't want to pay $60, 70, 80, 90, a
Even
100 a
if I
month
watched all the wrestling
to
on
watch
TV,
AEW Dynamite. Yeah.
even if I watched all the wrestling on TV, it wouldn't be enough to justify paying for what cable costs. It's ridiculous. I'm only
Yeah.
interested in like the only thing on TV that I'm interested in watching is wrestling because anything else I want to watch you can find online. It's on some streaming service somewhere. It's on YouTube. It's on a random shady website if you want to be going there. If you really want to watch something bad enough, there's no reason anybody should ever have to pay for cable, and it's a ridiculous
Yeah.
system that anyone, like I said, anyone I don't know anyone my age or younger who has cable. Period. So there's no reason
Yeah.
that every so many years, whenever it's time for these shows to re up on their cable on their television rights deal, why we're not simulcast on fucking we're gonna be on USA, but we're also gonna be on Amazon, and we're gonna be on TNT, but we're also gonna be on HBO Max or just Max now. There's no reason we're not doing that. I heard today on I think it was like Strictly Business podcast, the Eric Bischoff one with the other guy.
Yeah.
I know his name, I just can't
If
remember
you're
it
gonna
right now.
mention the NFL thing, then yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the NFL
strictly.
thing. They fucking I don't
So
watch
we got
football
it
at all.
coming,
I don't watch
right?
football at all, but apparently they got like 6 million more views streaming live on Peacock than they do in that normal time slot on television. And one of the players was apparently bitching about it going into it, but now it's like, yeah, because all these people fucking we don't like who has cable? I don't know anyone who has cable. It doesn't
Yeah,
make
TV
sense.
is dead.
It doesn't make sense to be doing this cable deal, and I get that like for them financially it does, because they're making gangbusters on their like SmackDown deal, even though they're going to change to a different company. I'm sure they're going to make insane amount of money then too, when SmackDown
Yep.
goes to USA and then whatever Raw does, hopefully Amazon. And I'm not saying like screw the older people who don't fucking get in on the streaming services. I think they should be simulcasted on a television station and on a streaming service, and then should immediately be up for replay. At the very least, it should be up for replay 24 hours later. But you can't watch Raw on Peacock/WWE Network until it's a month old or more. I think.
Yeah, and by then you're just like, what's the point?
Yeah, I remember.
You already saw the show online.
In high school, I would watch Ring of Honor, but it was they had like the fucking website deal where you could pay for the deal to watch all their stuff, but you could also still watch everything for free a week after it came out. So I had a thing on the Ring of Honor website. I had the free version, and I would just watch Ring of Honor on a week delay.
Yeah, and they would just give you like 20 Jay Lethal commercials where he cut a promo about kicking out on cancer or something or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Some medical ad.
I
Cut a
remember.
promo.
I remember
It
car
was
insurance.
funny. Oh, was it car insurance?
I remember
Was
there
it
being
kicking
car
out on
insurance.
bad car insurance or whatever. It was some ad, but it was Jay Lethal just yelling. That's all I remember.
I don't remember that either. Either way. Anyway, enough with my streaming service rant. Back to Collision. I guess Adam
Anyway.
Copeland's been doing an Oakland challenge called the Cope Open. God, how do they say it? Cope Open.
The Cope Open, yeah. Copen. Oh, I have one of those Jay Lethal commercials if you want to
Yeah, let's hear it.
track that. All right.
Wrestling fans, If knee or back pain has you down for the count, then kick out by giving expert staff and Health Alert Hotline a call now. And through Medicare, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you, just like the one that I'm wearing now. So whether in or outside of the ring, don't spend your life suffering in agony. Fight back with a pain-saving knee or back brace. Call 1-800-471...
Okay, yeah, the number no longer active. But
Probably.
yeah, it was like a because people watching ROH in like freaking 2011.
Yeah, that's about when I
Probably.
was watching Ring of Honor.
Yeah, well, you needed a knee brace then, right? That's who we
Yeah,
were
for
talking
sure. I mean, I might need one now, but that's not the point.
I mean, same, but like back then, probably not.
Yeah. That 40-hour work week, brother.
I don't know what the demos for ROH back then was, but clearly they had some older fans because healthcare ad.
Yeah, it was mostly older actually, I think. It was literally probably just older dudes who knew how to use their computer.
Yeah.
That was the Ring of Honor fan base.
Liked wrestling, yeah. So
yeah.
Jim Cornette.
So Jim Cornette. And I don't even know if he fucking really knows how to use his computer. Just enough to fucking
yeah.
Just enough to use it to mispronounce Takeshita's name. Moving on. So yeah, Adam Copeland open challenge wrestles Dante Martin. It was a fun little match. Dante does good flippy shit. Edge went for like the spear and he like did like a spinny backflip off the bottom rope to dodge it, and it was sick actually. And then Adam does eventually hit the spear, hitting him after Dante does a top rope springboard and he gets speared out of the air. And then Edge finishes the match with a submission, doing the crossface, calling it the Grindhouse. I don't know how long he's been doing that, but he used it as a finisher and won the match this time.
Nice.
Then Shivani comes out and interviews him. It was a fun little promo. Edge still says he wants the TNT title. But until then, he's going to keep doing the open challenges or whatever. And then they didn't mention it in the promo for whatever reason, but they're apparently doing Edge versus Adam Copeland versus Minoru Suzuki on Dynamite this coming week.
Freaking Edge. It's Edge.
I said this on like the first episode. He should have been Edge Copeland, but anyway. I think Adam Copeland versus Minoru Suzuki is pretty exciting. Did you look? I know I'm getting off topic again, but I got recommended this video on YouTube today while I was on my lunch break. Are you familiar with this Minoru Suzuki versus Kana/Asuka match?
I think so, actually.
And like
vaguely something that I yeah.
Apparently, it's a big deal. Apparently, like it was really brutal, where like Suzuki just beats the shit out of her, and it like invokes feelings of like domestic abuse and shit, and like people are really uncomfortable with it. Apparently that's like a real thing.
Apparently, is this it on Kana's YouTube channel? This might be it.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, that vaguely, like anything with Asuka in it, I've probably went and looked at because huge Mark, but
yeah, well,
sounds
the video I
catch my eye.
The video I ran into was called the Asuka incident. So if you see that, that's what I'm talking about. And he shows like a small clip in the beginning. I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched the beginning. I'll watch the whole video eventually, probably. But it did look pretty brutal and potentially uncomfortable. Heads up to anybody who goes and looks for it.
Was it a tag match?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay, then this isn't it. This is them in a tag match.
It might have been a tag match. I don't know. Moving on though.
More on that later.
Yeah, Adam Copeland versus Minoru Suzuki on Dynamite this coming week. Thunder Rosa has her first singles match in 17 months against Queen Aminata, who has been on a lot of their shows recently. I don't really know anything about her, but apparently people like her, so good for her. And she wins with the Tijuana Bomb, which is apparently a spin-out package piledriver bomb thing. It's the thing that Kevin Owens does because he can't do the fucking package piledriver. That's pretty much all the
yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah. I think this was during a tag match. It looks like I found the clip that you were looking at, and it looks identical to
Okay,
the
cool.
actual full match on Kana-chan TV. So I'll just send you the Kana-chan TV link, and maybe we can watch that match at some point. Maybe even for the podcast. Probably not, but anyway. Speaking of
Maybe
hardcore,
if you won't bitch about it. Moving on. I'm sorry, I was talking while I was muted, and I was like, why isn't he fucking
speaking
responding to
of
me?
hardcore,
Yeah, hold on. We got like a couple more segments here. Bang Bang Gang, Bullet Club Gold shows up, and they're cutting promo, and then the Acclaimed comes out, and I guess they've been asking to join up as a super group for a while, and the Bullet Club Gold accepts, and they scissor in the ring, and everybody celebrates. I guess they're a big super group now. Mine,
wait, what?
yeah. So Jay White and the
The
Ass
Acclaimed
Boys
and the
are
what?
now a
Oh
group
no,
with the Acclaimed and Papa Ass.
what? Why?
Because they wanna. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is. I think it has something to do with they explained it that they got the shit beat out of them by the Devil Dudes,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Oh, we got outnumbered. We need to be in a bigger group."
What?
I think that's part of the explanation. I don't know the whole explanation. Like you said, I haven't been watching.
So in
Um,
other words, the Bullet Club, the Gold, got over
now
as
it's
faces,
hopefully it's Bullet Club
and
Pink.
oh god,
No, they're calling it the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, which I feel like
oh
it.
god.
I feel like it should be Scissor Scissor Bang Bang, but I digress.
At least a little better,
Yeah, because it's like Shitty Shitty Bang Bang.
but just
Anyway,
I give it 3 months.
yeah, no, it's not. I mean, it's supposed. A lot of people have been talking and requesting them to merge the 6-man belts and the trios belts, so it's probably leading to that. They'll probably get turned on by the fucking Bullet Club, and they'll go into a merging match, unification match.
Yeah.
After that, Buddy Matthews wrestles Daniel Garcia, who is for some reason accompanied by FTR. I guess they're all in this feud together. I haven't been watching. Obviously, it was a good match. All right, Daniel Garcia and Buddy Matthews are fucking incredible in the ring. Obviously, a lot of outside stuff. Weirdly enough, Buddy gets cut on his nose or something, but then he hits a fucking awesome jackhammer. Like incredible. You would have saw it and like marked out. Garcia wins with a jackknife roll up, and then immediately the camera cuts, and he's getting the shit beat out of him by Buddy Murphy and then the rest of the group, or Buddy Matthews and the rest of the group. And I have in parentheses on my notes in what is this feud? And then I guess later on in the show they announced that there's going to be a trios steel cage elimination championship match next week on Collision between FTR and Daniel Garcia and the House of Black.
FTR and Daniel Garcia.
That's right.
How did that come about?
I literally just said I don't know.
What is this feud?
That's literally what I said I have written in the notes.
I know.
So
That was the joke.
okay. After I have dude, half the time I can't tell if you're just not paying attention. After that, Roderick Strong beats Matt Sydal with a really sick running knee and the throwy flippy backbreaker thing he does, whatever it's called. You like Roderick Strong, right? What's his finisher called?
The throaty flippy neck breaker thing?
Yeah, you know, it's like he
Talking about
he
the
tosses
suplex into like a backbreaker?
Yeah, he tosses him in the air and he lands with like the gut buster,
End
but
of
instead it's
heartache,
on his
my
back.
dude.
Was it?
That's called End of Heartache.
Is it? I feel like they called it
Yeah.
something else, but it might have been.
They might have, but he's a huge kill switch mark.
Yeah, I know.
If you get that.
I like Killswitch too, but I could probably listen to them more, to be honest with you. And then the main event, I guess, was Eddie Kingston and Ortiz versus Claudio and Dragon. Dragon pins Ortiz after a running knee, and obviously it was a good match. Everyone in there is good. Match quality isn't usually the issue with AEW, especially here lately. It's compelling stories. And then like I said, Dragon pins Ortiz with the running knee, and then after the match, Eddie Kingston is checking on Ortiz, and Dragon spits on him.
Nice.
And it looks like he started to get up and then didn't, and I don't know if it's supposed to be him like selling his leg or him reacting naturally and then realizing he's not supposed to go beat up Brian Davis. How many WWE names am I going to say on this show? Hopefully at least one more. And then I guess at some point in the show, they mentioned that they're bringing back the ranking system.
Okay.
Any thoughts on that?
Okay.
Okay. I like it. I just want them to make rules for the rankings and abide by them. And
I mean,
it will do the booking for you.
what are the rankings? Does it matter?
Do you remember the ranking system that they used to have?
No, I know what you're talking about. I remember checking the website and seeing like this person's above this person because they have more wins
It was
or
kind
whatever.
of fun.
But it literally meant nothing.
Anyway, that's the notes for modern wrestling.
Yeah. Moving on.
Moving on. I got fucking ECW Hardcore TV booted up on my fucking TV screen here. Excuse me. That's really good audio.
Bruce Pritchard.
Bruce Pritchard. Dude. Fucking. We got how many times am I gonna say fucking?
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Season
Now
1,
hit
episode
play.
3. Season 1, episode 3. April 20th, 1993. It is in the description it reads the ECW World Television Title Tournament continues. Which is kind of a mouthful. Anyway, I'm all zeroed out here.
Yep.
You're good to go. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, play, and on play, we're all gonna hit play together. 3, 2, 1, play. This beautiful intro theme from this old ass show. It is 30 years old, 31 almost years old.
I think I've seen Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah. There's a lot of
just
notable
like-
names on the intro to the show.
Yep, and
They're-
none of them are on the actual show.
Yep. And there's even a spoiler in the intro if you noticed.
I didn't.
Okay.
So
Let's see what Stevie Wonderful and Jay Sully have to say.
If I play action this evening, along with my co-host, the official color analyst for the ECW, Mr. Stevie Wonderful.
That's right. And tonight on the show, we got the #1 contender, Rockin' Rebel. You're going to see the tag team champions, the Super Destroyers, and tonight, the semifinals and the finals of the TV tournament. But first, Jay Sully, I'd like to introduce the former world heavyweight champion that will be joining us in the booth.
Eddie Gilbert, out here again. I fell for it last week. You know, Eddie, you're not the color commentator that's going to be joining Stevie and I this week.
If I can have everyone undivided attention, I know that. I know I am not the guest commentator. I know I'm not just. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
Terry Funk's here.
Everyone to know I was in the wrong.
thankfully.
Terry Funk, you like myself, come from a wrestling family. I was out here earlier the past 2 weeks not showing you the respect due to a legendary performer like yourself. I know for a fact that you're not going to shake my hand. I don't blame you.
But I'm not. No, I'm not going to shake your hand.
He just said that, Terry.
I'm gonna hug you.
Right?
Get ready for this. What I want to say to you is, Terry Funk, I'm sorry.
I thought he was gonna say he respect him. I respect you, Booker man. The legendary prize.
I mean it too. I won't turn my back on that boy. Stay tuned, fans. We'll be right back for some more Eastern Championship Wrestling.
We just got here.
Welcome to TV.
We gotta do our fucking.
We gotta
ad
get
break.
this wrestling crap out of the way so we
Hurry,
can do
talk
our
about-
ad.
Hurry, talk about dick pills.
Dick pills.
Oh, it's too late. We got the Super Destroyers in the ring versus.
Yeah, speaking of dick pills.
Go ahead and track this.
Okay.
Team champions, the Super Destroyers!
What a way to get this show up to a
Oh.
fucking Stevie Wonderful. We've got the
Never mind, I guess. I thought we were gonna get introductions for these other two guys.
No way, pal. The Canadian Wolfman and the Super Ninja.
Oh, is that their
No one
names?
knows who they are. Yeah, I pulled up the gimmick so I could
Okay.
find out what the hell was going on.
Good deal, good deal.
Oh no. Someone had to do it because I don't know who any of these people on this show are besides this redacted person that wrestles twice.
All right,
Oh yeah, because they're doing the semifinals and the finals. That's right.
Oh, are we really?
They said that. Yeah, they said that.
I wasn't
earlier,
fucking
and
listening.
I zoned out because I don't know anyone on this show besides Terry Funk, really.
And the Super Destroyers, man, they destroy Superly.
Who? You mean Super Destroyer number 1 and Super Destroyer number 2, and that's how they're listed on this card.
That's right. Super Destroyer number 2 is he's a future WrestleMania main eventer.
Who is he?
I'm just shit posting.
Hang on, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Yeah, no, I don't know who this is. So okay.
I mean, I was just fucking bullshitting, you know.
Oh well, okay, no wonder.
You've never
Well,
seen that.
apparently Super Destroyer number 2 was trained by Alpha. Was number 1 trained by Alpha as well?
I don't know.
No, he wasn't.
I thought you would riff
So-
with me and talk about that great Super Destroyer number 2 versus the Undertaker match.
Well, you know who Super Destroyer number 2 is, right?
It's
Roman Reigns.
Roman
No, I'm
Reigns.
kidding.
Holy shit. Joe
Yeah,
Anoa'i.
he's older.
He's fucking 8 years old, but he's huge.
Yes, he's jacked.
He's fucking jacked, bro. He's jacked. He's gonna hit that spear. Ooh ah.
We spent the whole Nitro talking about WrestleMania, and now we're just gonna spend all of ECW talking about Roman Reigns.
That's right, baby. We're gonna hit that fucking spear and the fucking guillotine choke, and we're gonna throw up them ones, and we're gonna acknowledge the tribal chief, Super Destroyer number 2.
Super Destroyer number 2, ooh ah.
Ooh ah.
So later on in this show,
Oh, you spoilers, brother. Okay, go ahead.
spoilers, but not like actual spoilers, just a card. Jimmy Snuka
Uh-huh.
and Tommy Cario in a semifinal match for the television title.
Cairo.
Yeah, and then Glenn Osborne and Eddie Gilbert in a semifinal match. And then we get Rockin' Rebel and Frank Cody. And then our main event, winner of TV title semifinal versus winner of TV title semifinal for the television title.
Yeah.
So we get to see a champion crowned.
So spoilers. It does show the person who wins the tournament with the title in the intro of the show.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Don't tell people that.
I'm telling you, it did.
I'm sure it did, but I didn't see it, so it's new to me, damn it.
It's still real
But
to
I
me,
know who
damn
it
it.
is because I looked up spoilers anyway because
Yeah.
I wanted to know what the hell's going on because I don't know who anybody is.
No, I think it's
I'm
good.
not even born yet, so
Yeah, me neither.
thankfully I didn't have to watch Super Destroyer number 1 just to get the victory here.
My mom is currently hustling people in bars at this time,
I
probably.
mine too, probably, but we don't have to get into that.
Hey, it's Oh, is the match over? Did they fucking pin the guy?
Yes, the Super Destroyers have
Holy shit,
One
he's
number-
beating him up with the belt. Is that Super Destroyer
mean,
number
they-
1 or Destroyer number 2?
number 4. Whoosh.
Oh fuck.
Freebird rule. Yeah, Freebird
Freebird
rule. There was like
rules. Wait, are you
16 of them.
Are you saying that's doot 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 right there?
Possibly.
Possible. Oh fuck.
In some timeline. Throw up the X. This man ain't getting up.
Holy
Oh, here comes
shit!
somebody.
They're gonna do a stretcher job right now for this guy who took a belt shot.
Terry.
I've got you in a sick and tired of this disrespect from you.
Oh, Terry Funk's fucking dead.
Unbelievable. Just after he said in the introduction to the show that he respected and was going to work with Terry Funk, it couldn't let
Eddie Gilbert beating the shit out of Terry Funk here with the softest chair shots I've ever seen in my
Shouldn't have
life.
turned his back to him.
He did.
Shouldn't have turned his back.
He did turn his back to him. That's storytelling, brother. That's cinema.
for some more Eastern Championship Wrestling. I'm out of here.
Are you telling me
So
Eddie
I'm
Gilbert
asking-
has aligned with the Super Destroyers, Roman Reigns, and Michael P.S. Hayes?
Yeah, well, you know. Eddie Gilbert, though.
Oh,
Wouldn't you know it?
we got Jimmy Snuka getting naked here. Hide your
It's one
wives.
way to... Well, I mean, or he'll do it for you.
Oh no, 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 no. I should bleep that. I should go in and edit and bleep that out. Oh god. I'm moving on.
Come on.
Hot
You
stuff,
wanted
Eddie
to
Gilbert.
do a podcast.
I know. Where are the bodies, brother?
I mean, Conrad has made that joke, right? So
I
it's
don't
cool,
know.
right?
I don't. Deadlock definitely has though. So
Oh, yeah, that is a deadlock joke, actually, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
not Conrad. My apologies to Conrad Thompson. He would probably never.
yeah, Conrad is a well-adjusted adult who's been to therapy. So I don't.
Well,
I don't.
I'm not. Yeah.
Well, I think that pretty much covers it, doesn't it?
Dark humor. I'm
Hey.
sorry.
So we got Jimmy Snuka wrestling Tommy Cairo here. Tommy
I
Cairo.
think so. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. You like selling my line made it that much funnier. So
Yeah, well.
you know.
Yeah, you know what doesn't make it funnier? Talking about me selling your line.
Yeah. But we're working here, brother. It's a wrestling show.
Oh, he's
What we do.
they're shaking their hands. Big lockup. Oh, Eddie Gilbert's on commentary talking shit.
Oh, is he? That sounds about right. It's Eddie Gilbert, right?
Snuka is jacked to the gills, my dude. Definitely saying his vitamins and taking his prayers. Both these guys are ripped, ready for action. Tommy Cairo cracking down on that side headlock. They both know if they win this match, they are one match away from the gold. One match.
The referee.
Admonishing Eddie Gilbert.
Yeah, distracted by the hot stuff.
So who's the heel
Hot
here?
stuff. Hot stuff is what you rub on like your knee when it's hurt or something, right?
You did that bit
Something
last
like
time.
that. I know. Why is he called hot stuff? Different time, I guess.
Because he
It
thought
just
he was
sounds-
hot stuff, apparently.
I guess. I guess it's not as lame as Buff Bagwell.
I don't know, man. I think Buff is the stuff.
I mean, he got over with it, so
Yeah.
more power to him. But
He got
Well, a
over
lot
for
of
a
dumb
second on the internet until we found out that it wasn't actually his TikTok or his Twitter or whatever.
Oof. Yeah, I remember.
Anyway,
Oof. That's how
that-
most Twitters are ran, though. So
yeah,
I mean,
I know. I still like to think that well, no, it wasn't even like somebody running it for him. It was just somebody claiming to be a real one, and everyone thought it was.
Oh, like he didn't sign off on it or anything?
Yeah, no, like it wasn't his at all.
Oh yeah, that sucks then.
But
I
it
was gonna
got big
say,
enough,
like,
and everyone believed it for some reason.
huh, that's weird.
Um, anyways, there goes Tommy Cairo, big bump over the top. Snuka's just talking shit with the referee. Here comes Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Go ahead and track it.
Oh, it makes the powers out. Two big right hands. Whips Snuka across the ring. Oh, flying elbow. Incredible. Tommy Cairo fires back after that pound driver. I've never seen anything like it.
Never seen anything like it.
Struggles to his feet. Snuka's still down.
When does Terry Funk show up?
Probably in the next match. Oh, Eddie
That's true,
Gilbert not bumping.
because Eddie Gilbert has his own semifinal match, doesn't he? Yeah. Good point.
I think he's on after this one. Is that what you said?
Oh, ref bump in ECW.
But
That doesn't happen.
We're not that ECW anymore. Oh, Tommy Cairo. 1, 2, 3. Could have pinned Jimmy Snuka right here. But the referee is knocked the fuck out.
Who's this guy?
Johnny Hotbody.
Ah,
Jimmy Snuka doing, Stevie.
Jimmy Snuka's just watching the events that are transpiring right in front of his own
Cairo
face.
gets rid. Oh, Cairo throws Hotbody out of the ring, but Snuka with a big right hand knocks
What do you
out
think of
Tommy.
heel Jimmy Snuka?
Oh,
I mean, yeah. I think he should have just went to the top rope after that punch. He didn't need to pick him up, but just to slam him again. But I mean, he was Jimmy Snuka, and I'm not. So
Aren't you a
Big
fucking match fucking expert on psychology?
hey, you wanted to start a podcast. I don't know what else I'm supposed to talk about. I just said, what would I know?
Well, clearly
Snuka?
I need to quiz you on the trivia of winners of the Royal Rumble, since the Royal Rumble is coming up.
Oh no.
Oh no, brother. Do you know who won the first Royal Rumble?
Duggan.
Yeah, I knew that.
They only tell us that every year.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, anyway, hang on. Never mind that.
Terry Funk out here beginning this match. No,
Yeah, that's how you get heat. That's the one guy on the show who I know, Terry Funk.
My name is Terry Funk. My name is not Eddie Gilbert. Even though Eddie Gilbert just ran on my brain, he's one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen. And
That's a pretty good Terry Funk, though.
Yes, no man.
I want to go on record right now. Mr. Director, you keep this camera right here. You move back just a little bit. I want you to catch a glimpse of what the ECW has in store. What they have to look forward to is a man who hasn't been around too much lately. A man who's been holding back just a little bit. A man who is waiting just for the right time, just for the right moment to reach out and to touch somebody. A man who now will become the next ECW television champion. And I'm talking about Airborne Superfly Jimmy Snuka. And all you
What a
doubters,
promo.
all you believers,
Right?
you remember one thing. Terry Funk is gone. Terry Funk is like legends are supposed to be. Terry Funk is out grazing in the pasture somewhere.
And then you just have the interviewer just holding the microphone and being all awkward.
Yeah.
Like a lot of old wrestling heads will bitch about wrestlers taking the mic from the interviewer and whatnot, but like I see why they do it watching this because like dude is just kind of in the shot and in the way. And then now he's like, oh, that's Eddie Gilbert and Terry Funk. They just did a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff.
So
My God.
let's see if I can get you to guess some more Royal Rumble winners. Okay. So Jim Duggan won the Rumble in in 1988. The next Royal Rumble in '89. It wasn't until like '93 that it was for the Mania spot. So
Right.
in '89, who do you think won the Rumble? And I'll tell you right
Hulk
now,
Hogan.
that's a good guess, but it's not Hulk Hogan. Think
Andre the Giant.
okay. Think the third person then. The third person who would win a battle royal?
Bret Hart.
Before
No,
Brett
that's
was a
probably
big deal, a little bit.
The Warrior. I don't know.
Big John Studd.
How the fuck would I know that?
He's a big guy. It's in his name.
Okay, but how would I know that?
Anyway, guess the 1990 Royal Rumble.
How the fuck should I know?
You can do this. I believe in you. We've already mentioned him on the podcast.
The what?
We've already mentioned this person on the podcast. 1990.
What year was it?
90.
1990. Was this 90? Was this the Macho Man? Did he win a Rumble? I don't.
Macho Man never won a Rumble.
He never won a Rumble.
Macho Man never won a Rumble. In a couple of years, he's out of the company.
Damn, bro. I have no idea. That's not for the Mania match yet. Fuck
No.
if I know.
So it's Hogan.
Of course it's Hogan.
All right, who won 91?
Probably Hogan.
Okay, it's also Hogan. All right, so 92. Okay. 92
Hogan.
is a significant Royal Rumble. It's one a lot of people say is the best Royal Rumble.
One.
That's the
Okay,
Flair
yeah.
one. Okay.
That's all you had to say was it's significant, and then I'm like, ah, yeah, it's the Flair one.
Okay. So 93 is the first year that I think it's for the title. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure. So, think in your brain. We already went through the WrestleMania main events in the previous podcast. So
that doesn't mean that's the Rumble winners, though.
Yeah. Who was in the main event of WrestleMania 30 years ago?
Hogan.
No. I mean, technically.
Bret Hart.
You're close.
Warrior.
No.
I
What
don't
was
know.
what was WrestleMania 30 years ago?
I don't fucking know.
What number WrestleMania was 30 years ago?
The first one?
I need you to do a little bit of math. Cuz you're sounding like you're sounding like that fucking clip of Beetlejuice where somebody says, "What color is an orange?" and then he thinks for a long time and says, "I don't know nothing about no oranges." That's what you sound like right now.
Who the fuck is Beetlejuice?
What WrestleMania number are we on? What was the WrestleMania last year in 2023? What?
5.
Did you hear what I
Content.
said?
And I heard he was moving on.
No, we're not moving on.
No,
What
if it was close when I
WrestleMania
said
was
Bret-
last year?
It's Yoko.
Answer the
It's
question.
Yoko.
Answer the
It's
question.
Yoko.
What WrestleMania was last year?
I don't fucking know.
What number was the WrestleMania last year?
38 or 39, I don't fucking know.
Jesus
I don't
Christ,
pay
man.
attention.
What number are we on?
I think 40?
Jesus.
I don't know.
Holy
Right.
shit, dude.
I don't know. It was 30 years ago.
It wasn't. It was. I'm talking about today, right now.
I don't know what the number of WrestleManias are. I just watch this shit. They don't do numbers, man. I mean, they do now because Triple H is in charge.
Yeah, we're
I'm
doing
pretty
numbers again, and we're
40
on
is
40.
XO.
So last year we were
Yeah.
on 39. So 30 years
No,
before that.
It was WrestleMania Hollywood logo.
I
Get it
hate.
right.
I hate you.
EC Dub, EC Dub. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert is trying to shake hands.
He's also bleeding profusely.
Well, you know, Glenn Osborne. Any relation to Ozzy?
Probably
Oh, this
not.
is the Warhorse looking guy. That's right. Any relation to Warhorse? This is
Any
dad.
relation to Warhorse? Hopefully it's his like in canon dad.
Just tweet Warhorse asking about Glenn Osborne. Then he'd be like, I don't fucking know. It was 30 years ago.
I'm still...
You didn't pop for the Conrad and fucking Eric bit
No,
either. What the
because I
hell?
wanted a fucking real answer.
It was 30 years ago. It was daytime. I don't know. I told you I don't remember like things like that. That's not how my brain works.
We're doing weapons and shit here on ECW, but it's not extreme yet.
Well, I guess it's outside the ring, so it's
Well, he's getting counted
it's
on by the
okay.
ref.
Yeah, so he's I don't know. AC didn't hit him with
He's
it.
getting
He just put
he's
it
very lenient because it's a tournament match.
There you go. That's probably right.
I don't know, whatever
It
their
was
excuse
Yoko.
is.
I cheated. I see it now. It was actually Yoko. I haven't looked at 94 yet. Did they do one
Oh,
in
are we doing
94?
this now? Yeah. All right, Yoko is 93 because they do Yoko and Brett at 9 before Hogan does his bullshit. All
Yeah.
right. 94.
Next one is Warrior.
No.
No?
Warrior doesn't win a Rumble.
Damn. It should have.
Yeah. The Warrior when
With
Warrior on top is we're past that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, my brain doesn't know. Would it be... Because I know Sean wins one at some point.
You're a little too early for that.
Too
This is a
early.
significant Rumble. Like, you know of this Royal Rumble and the finish.
Do I?
Yes, for
Is this
sure.
the Austin? No.
No.
Too
So-
early.
So think WrestleMania 9 was Yoko. So this has to do with WrestleMania 10.
I already forgot what the main event of 10 was.
Okay. It was Brett and Yoko.
So Brett wins the Rumble.
Sort of. This is the Rumble where Brett and Lex
Oh, and Luger.
land at the
Yeah.
same time for a shoot. So to skip a little bit of time here, 95 and 96 are the same winner.
Hogan.
No, Hogan's gone.
Yeah, no shit.
He's
We watched Nitro, so
we
yeah.
just watched
he's
Nitro, Britta.
definitely gone by then. Is this like I'm trying to think when like I don't know. By 95 is Austin doing his bullshit?
Not quite.
Or does Mr. McMahon win the one before Austin wins his two? I don't remember.
No.
It's like 97 and 98-ish, isn't it? Ugh. 95.
95 and 96 are the same. You've also seen this finish clipped 100 times. In fact, it plays into the rules of the match. What are the rules of the Royal Rumble? You 30-man enter.
The same guy.
30-man enter, and every so often, and then you get eliminated when you are thrown over the top rope, and
So is it Sean?
it's Sean.
So the next two are Sean.
Yep. And then there's the 97 and
Which
98.
is the one that he actually won from the beginning? Is it 95 or 96?
I think it's 95, but I don't know.
Huh.
97,
So 97
and 98 are both the same person.
That's Stone Cold then, right?
That's Stone Cold. Then 99.
That's Mr. McMahon,
That's
right?
Mr. McMahon. Who wins?
Hell yeah.
You're doing pretty good, actually. You're not doing too bad. Hey, Jimmy, not Jimmy, fucking Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert wins his match against Glenn Osborne, Riff Glenn Osborne.
He did?
I think so. What is going on here?
You gonna track it?
Hey, Gilbert. The referee is a thought.
Uh-oh. He reversed his decision.
Oh! Fucking Glenn Osborne's going to the finals, baby!
Glenn Osborne versus Jimmy Snuka. Eddie Gilbert got caught cheating.
Unbelievable. And he's bleeding profusely. He's holding the
He's
announcer
pissed.
hostage.
He is pissed.
What's he saying? Oh, here comes Cherry Funk!
Oh! Ring, ding, 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 ding.
Is that a chainsaw or a steel chair? I can't tell. He's
That's the
fucking
biggest
laying
pop
into
of the
him.
show for like
Hell yeah, it's
the
Terry
whole
Funk.
series for me so far. Terry Funk with a chair? That's good shit.
Is this before or after Roadhouse?
God, beats the shit out of me.
Fuck, what year was Roadhouse?
It's your show, bud.
I don't know. Keep talking. I'm gonna look something up.
Oh, he just threw the chair right at him. Terry Funk.
This is 4 years after Roadhouse. So Terry Funk is certified movie star at this point.
Give me a microphone. I got something to say to Eddie Gilbert.
By the way, never seen Roadhouse. I just know Terry Funk's in it.
Yeah. We should watch Roadhouse.
I think there's no
I'm
audio.
kidding.
I think they've...
Yeah, the audio got fucked.
What's he saying? I don't think we can hear you,
He's
buddy.
saying he heard that they were talking shit.
Yep. I am an athlete, and I am somebody that nobody wants to fuck with.
Anybody want to come out here and kick ass? I'll damn sure come out here. Kick your ass or kick anybody else's around. Now, as far as Gilbert's concerned, he thinks that I'm a fool. He thinks that I'm an idiot. He wants to discredit me. He can call me an old man, and I don't give a damn. Because I am an old man. And I am an endangered species. And I am a one and only. I am Terry Funk, and I am the meanest in the town.
He's
Let's
cursing,
go.
and he is getting heat on the stick. He is kicking ass. He's shoving the fucking announcer around.
The poor announcer
Terry
guy.
Funk is the goddamn man.
He's fired up.
Yo, I
These
think this
fans
little
love
kid
it.
fucking fell.
He's back, man. Terry
He's back. He was gone for so long. It's been like 20 minutes.
Here's Rockin' Rebel, but so do you want to guess on who's the 2000 Royal Rumble winner?
2000, I'm pretty sure, is. Don't tell me. Head on. Because I know it's 2000 leads into the big four-way thing, and I actually remember because I had a DVD that this was on. I remember a street fight for the WWF title earlier or whatever, between Cactus and Triple H, and The Rock comes out during that and blah blah blah. And I'm pretty sure the Rumble comes down to like The Rock and Big Show.
Yeah, that's that one.
But I genuinely can't remember if The Rock actually won the Rumble or if it was the Big Show.
So there's this whole thing of officially The Rock won. But like I think they
Yeah,
tried to do the thing where like both their feet hit or something went wrong, and the Rock's feet actually hit first. And like I think they maybe used it as a story where like the Rock, where like Big Show sounded like a whiner because he'd be like, "Oh, your feet hit," and then on Raw, like Raw 1000 or something, where like Rock showed up, he was like, "Hey, I look back at that old Raw or that old Royal Rumble where like I eliminated you to win the Rumble, and you know what? You were right. My feet did hit first. You should have won that match." And we got Rockin' Rebel fucking committing a domestic on television right now.
No, oh wow, yeesh, you weren't kidding.
No, I was not kidding. Here comes the fucking Sandman, though.
The Surfer Sandman. Why didn't he hit him with the surfboard? Come on. Oh, there's another chick. Oh God.
Tigra is clawing the Sandman's eyes.
Committing a domestic on the Sandman. Oh, buddy.
Rockin' Rebel's got the surfboard. Holy shit! He fucking snapped it in half.
That answered my question.
There you go, buddy. You got what you wanted.
Because someone else had to do it.
Oh,
That's why.
The other indie guys are coming out to break up. Fucking
the
Sandman got murdered.
Young boys.
Who won the Royal Rumble 2001?
Fuck if I know. Was that Triple H? That was Triple H.
Nope.
No?
If the Royal Rumble 2000 led to the WrestleMania 2000 pay-per-view, what was the pay-per-view what was the WrestleMania after WrestleMania 2000?
I don't remember.
Well, WrestleMania 2000 was WrestleMania 16. So that
17.
What was the main event of WrestleMania 17?
I don't know. Rock and Austin.
Rock and Austin.
Okay, so Stone Cold again.
Stone Cold again. Then Royal Rumble 2002.
This one was the Triple H one?
This one was the Triple H one.
Okay,
now we're getting into the funny stuff. Who won the Royal Rumble in 2003?
Drew Carey.
Drew fucking Carey.
Yeah,
yep, he eliminated all 29 other men and did a flex. Double bye.
Yeah, that was 2001 that he entered the Rumble, right?
Was it? I have no idea.
I believe. See, that's how my brain works. I bet you if you type in Drew Carey Royal Rumble, somehow I got that right. Let's see.
Okay, go ahead and look it up.
Was I right?
I don't know. Look it up.
I'm going to look it up. Yeah, 2001.
That's really weird.
Yep. I can tell you what year Drew Carey was in the Royal Rumble. I can't tell you who the fuck won, though. It's crazy.
So, Royal Rumble 2003 would be the main event of WrestleMania 19.
The Rock.
No.
It's not Stone Cold because he's only won 3 of them.
Right. Rock and Austin were not the main event of that pay-per-view.
No.
Who was the main event of WrestleMania 19?
19?
In Seattle.
I thought the last one was the Jericho Triple H one, was it not?
The last one was the Jericho Triple H one.
Okay. I don't remember 19 then. 19. Title.
19 was Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Kurt had a broken neck and everything. And then Brock does the shooting star and almost fucking
So
kills
who won
himself.
the Rumble then? Was it Kurt?
It was
Or was
Brock.
it Brock?
Brock won the Rumble.
Brock.
Which I have
Don't
no
remember
memory
that.
of that either.
I
Yeah.
don't remember Brock winning the Rumble there.
Just to bring us back in, we are watching ECW still, and Glenn Osborne is trying to tie up with Jimmy Snuka. We are at 38:07, 08:09, 38:10, 11, 12, and so on. They are still trying to lock up, and we're going to ask about WrestleMania 2000, or sorry, Royal Rumble 2004.
Well, I know who wins this one because I can't tell you.
Okay, then we're on the same page.
So,
WrestleMania
yeah.
or Royal Rumble 2005.
Now I'm lost again.
Also, I think I got one wrong earlier. I think I said Cena and JBL was the main event of WrestleMania. When I would guess it would have been Batista and Triple H.
Yeah, I can't remember what you said, so
But,
take your word for it.
that was
Someone will be shouting at their.
yeah, it's probably in the comment section of the last episode. I should have known that. I'm the Batista mark.
So, oh wait, so that was 20. So this would be 21. So this would be.
I just gave you the answer.
You did. It's Batista,
It's Batista.
technically.
Yeah, that's the one where Vince blew out his quads.
Yeah. Is that bad that I know it more from that than I do?
I think a lot of people do. Royal Rumble 2006.
Are we? I'm trying to think. So that was 21. So this would be 22. Because that's easier for my brain to figure it out.
Yeah.
22. Who the fuck would have won the Rumble in 2000? 22. WrestleMania 22. Is this one the Cena?
No.
He wins one, like, for real at one point. I know that.
Cena had been champion for a year at this point. He wouldn't have been in the Royal Rumble, is what I'm trying to say.
Alright. Cena's the champion.
You definitely know this.
No, then it would have to be Shawn again, because that's who he faced, right?
No.
Because then they have, like, the... Am I getting my shit?
You're getting twisted. Yep.
That's, like, next year, I guess?
Yeah, that's next year.
22.
Okay,
I can't
so
remember.
it wasn't the John Cena match. The main event of that show is John Cena versus Triple H. It's not that match. It's the other title match.
Yeah. Is this the Ray one?
This is the Ray one. This is Eddie's in Hell.
Yeah. Fuck you, Eddie.
Eddie Gilbert almost, or I guess he saved Jimmy Snuka there.
Okay, so then the next one...
I think we're coming in on the finish here. Hold on. Maybe not. Well, we got 3 minutes left, but Snuka's going up top. Think about who wins the 2007 Royal Rumble. Here comes the Superfly Splash. He hits it on our boy Glenn Osborne. Barely pins him. And Snuka out here winning titles and burying young talent.
No, that would have been like, what, 24?
This would have been 23.
I think I'm getting ahead of myself again.
Yeah, you are. So we already said that Shawn and Cena is this year, but it's not them. It's the other title. Who else is on WrestleMania 23? I'll tell you what, the cover of the DVD, you see Cena and Shawn, you see the Battle of the Billionaires, and then you see this match.
I don't fucking know.
Let's see what's going on. Track this, or I'll track it, or you track it.
For hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert.
right now, though, in case you fans didn't see it earlier in the show, out of what appears to be a jealous rage, the #1 challenger, the Rockin' Rebel, broke the champion, the Sandman. He broke his own surfboard over his head. As I said, what appears to be a jealous rage. We're trying to get word now or comment from the champion. So let's just see what he has to say for himself. Peaches, we'd like to get a word with the champion, if that's all right.
He's really hurt, and we're just waiting for the doctor right now. I really can't talk right now.
Well, that was incredible. The surfboard just broke right in half over his head from the rock.
It was
level.
incredible. Why would you say that? She's in mourning.
I was like, concussion. We're just gonna take care of that later and worry about the Sandman right now, all right?
But Peaches.
Yeah, I really
That's
can't
like
talk right
saying
now.
after like
Sure.
it's like saying to her if her husband was like in a car crash and like, oh, you should have seen it. It was incredible. The car flipped like 15 times.
I mean, yeah, but this is wrestling, so.
Jesus. All right, so WrestleMania 23, Royal Rumble 2007 winner.
What was the WrestleMania 23?
It wasn't John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, which was the main event. It was the other title match. Who was the champion?
Yeah.
Who was the challenger? And the show's over though, as fucking homeboy done yelled at Sandman's wife some crazy shit.
Nice. I
So-
legitimately can't remember.
Real fast, I'll go ahead and read these off for you. 2007 was The Undertaker, who challenged Batista that year
Okay,
in a match.
that
Everyone,
that was the Undertaker one. I knew there was an Undertaker one, like in the mid 2000s.
there's a couple
But I
Undertaker ones actually, but
Because then he wins another one and faces Edge, right?
yeah, I think so.
For the world title.
Hmm.
Or
No, when he faces Edge, he doesn't win the Rumble, I guess.
oh, he
Anyway.
doesn't.
So yeah, Undertaker wins in 2007. That's where he faced Batista in a match everyone thought was gonna suck, and it turned out to be a total fucking low key banger. I recommend you go watch that match.
I couldn't remember the Batista match. Wow.
2008 is the big John Cena return, earlier
That
than
one-
everyone expected.
And I guess that would be the year that Taker and Edge do their business too, huh?
Yes, it would be.
Yep.
2009, Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble, and I assume he faced Triple H.
Yeah, he faced Triple H that year. He eliminated Triple H, and then he faced him that year.
2010 was Edge, where I believe he wrestled Chris Jericho. And then Jericho would have retained and then lost the title on Raw the next night to Jack Swagger.
Smack. It was SmackDown.
Was it SmackDown? I think it was Raw.
Fairly certain it was SmackDown.
It might have been SmackDown. Alberto Del Rio won in 2011, and I think that would have been the 40-man Rumble.
It was, but nobody cares. And he last eliminated Santino.
Oh yeah, people was like actually hyped for that. I hated Santino at the time.
I mean, same, because it's like, obviously Santino's not going to be fucking champion, but...
Looking back now, I recognize Santino's work as really good shit. At the time, I
Yeah.
hated it. I hated it.
Yeah, at the time, you take it so seriously as
Yeah.
like a younger... Yeah,
I was
you're
like a
what the
teenager,
fuck?
smart Mark, like, I want work rate in the ring, and I want fucking holds and
Yep.
submissions and fucking
Everyone else
5-star
is
Dave
just, like,
Melchers.
watching a show and they're just like, yeah, Santino. But they probably deep down know that he's not winning too.
Yeah, there was a chamber apparently, and I have no memory of this, but I guess Santino was in a chamber where like the final two was Daniel
I remember.
Bryan and Santino, and everyone lost their shit because it was really good.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
He
We
made
should
him
watch
look
that at some point. Anyway, going through these really fast. I don't want to talk about each one. 2012 was Sheamus. 2013 was John Cena again. 2014 was Batista. Rip Daniel Bryan. 2015 was Roman Reigns. 2016 was Triple H. I think that's the one where he like won the title back. It was like for the title.
Yeah, the title was on the line. It was one versus all, whatever.
Yeah.
last eliminated Dean Ambrose to win the title from Roman Reigns.
Something like that.
And then he had that banger of a title match at Fastlane with Dean Ambrose. That was
Yes,
awesome.
I was super into that, by the way. Obviously, huge Dean Ambrose, John Moxley mark right here. 2017 was
huge mark right here.
Yeah, say that again.
That's it. I said, oh, I'm also a huge Dean Ambrose mark.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I said.
2017 was Randy Orton, who would have challenged Bray Wyatt.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. 2018 was Shinsuke, who wrestled AJ in a feud where AJ got hit in the balls a whole lot.
And that was the thing from when we did our Manias that I was like, oh, I got a really weird tidbit about that Mania match. So, and I'm pretty sure I posted about it on Twitter already, so I don't care. I'll say it. So for some reason, I got laid like right after Shinsuke hits AJ in the balls, and I don't know why that happened at that moment, but yeah.
You're just like, oh, I'm getting some.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, AJ just got hit in the fucking balls and he's dead, and you're okay. What the fuck is this?
Holy shit! I need to bleep that.
Weird how that shit happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, why did that put you in the mood? What the fuck?
Anyways, I actually have to go bleep that. Thanks.
Anyway,
2019 was Seth Rollins. I think he wrestled Brock Lesnar in the opener that year. 2020 was Drew McIntyre, who wrestled Drew McIntyre in the main event of COVID Mania. 2011 was Edge again.
Who? Hold on, Drew McIntyre wrestled who?
Brock Lesnar.
Okay, I thought you said Drew McIntyre wrestled Drew McIntyre.
I might have. I'm not sure. 2021 was Edge, and
2020. Yeah, that was a great fucking Rumble. I remember that being like gangbusters of a Rumble in my head.
2020 is my favorite Rumble of all time.
Oh yeah, I like legit was like having like I felt like a kid again. Put it that way.
21 was Edge. 22 was Lesnar. Because according to Matt Riddle, he showed up and said, "I win this match," and nobody stopped him.
Man.
Allegedly, I think that's bullshit. But anyways, and then 23 was Cody Rhodes, who will finish the story eventually. Maybe, who knows?
And 24 was also Cody Rhodes. Hopefully, maybe, probably not.
I mean, if we're doing predictions, my prediction is it's not a prediction necessarily, but I think The Rock should win the Royal Rumble.
I don't think he should.
I think we have to wait another year for Cody. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, but I don't think The Rock wins the Royal Rumble. But
who knows? Seth Rollins' injury has definitely thrown everything into craziness.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, we've been talking for a long time. This might be our longest podcast yet. We're coming up on an hour and a half. And you wanted to play 2K today.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.